What's up, Pelicans fans? Shamit here. I'm here to break down two plays that sort of highlight the issues the Pelicans have on their offense. We're going to look at two opening tip plays, one from the Lakers, one from the Pelicans. When the game starts, teams usually run scripted plays to get their guys in action, and so this is a really good opportunity to evaluate what's going on the offensive end. Start by watching how the Lakers tip off the game, and then I'll break down the play.
I don't think they'll be busting of chops when the captains make their selections of the All-Star game. A lot more on the line. Here's James, and finds Russell. Hits the three. D'Angelo.
The first thing we have here is the Lakers in a Horns formation. The Horns is a common set in the league to lift the offense, and they start cutting it around 20 seconds left on the shot clock. They get D'Lo the ball, and notice how Brandon Ingram is the low man on the weak side of the court, and Vanderbilt really isn't an offensive threat, so he can help here. They flow into a pick and roll off of a handoff, and here there's a lot going on that we need to break down. So let's sit down and look at it. Things first, they use Jared Vanderbilt to screen for Beasley. Vanderbilt's a non-shooter, Beasley is a shooter. This is a good way to open up your options. As the angle of attack has changed, the help responsibilities are a lot different. Typically, CJ would become the new low man, but because D'Lo is lifting out of the corner, this puts CJ in a tough spot. He has to choose between helping on the roll versus staying on the shooter. Brandon Ingram also sees the pick and roll developing, so he stays in his help spot. Meanwhile, the Lakers continue the pick and roll, and the Pelicans collapse on the two most dangerous threats, AD and LeBron. Meanwhile, the Lakers have worked to create three live reads. One catch and shoot three to D'Lo, two pass to Vando for the dunk, three bailout three to Beasley in the back if they need it. All three looks, in addition to the original PNR, are designed to create a high-value shot. All of them are efficient looks, and LeBron chooses D'Lo who cashes from three. The main takeaways from this opening look are Lakers got early shot clock initiation. They use movement off ball, particularly using their non-shooters to screen for their shooters to open up good looks. They changed the angle of attack with the ball reversal, and most importantly, they had multiple options for high-quality looks. They engaged every single defender and made every player on the court guard them, right? So the Lakers opened up three initial looks, and if the Pelicans didn't take away the initial pick and roll, LeBron and AD are still scoring options. Let's watch the Pelicans opening play.
Russell, who came over from Minnesota. He started his career with the Lakers, the number 2 pick back in 2015.
Love the decision, early offense, getting your best three players involved in the action and allowing LeBron to make the proper decision.
Good hands that time by Beasley.
There's a lot going on here, so let's take a look. Like LA, the Pelicans open their set in a Horns formation and then go into a couple of passes and handoffs to change the angle of attack. Vanderbilt gaps the screen, and pay attention to how LeBron and Herb are standing right there and how little attention LeBron is paying to Herb. Pelicans know this and use Herb as a screener for BI. This sets up a stagger where Vanderbilt has to go through two screens and allows BI to get to his spot and turn the corner if he needs to, but mostly to the mid-range area. Jonas is supposed to roll past and put pressure on the defense and open up the shot for Brandon Ingram. But look at LeBron and D'Lo here, who have not moved from their spot. They are ready for JV no matter which way he rolls, and the Lakers are largely in their shell defense. As BI turns the corner, there is nowhere for him to go. Beasley and Davis have stunted enough to buy Vanderbilt time to recover, and BI doesn't process his options quickly enough well because there are no good options. LeBron still isn't defending Herb, D'Lo hasn't had to move on from Trey, and CJ, being another stationary spacer, allows Beasley to cheat. Beasley reads the Pels like a book, deflects the pass, and it's off to the races. I want to go back to where the turnover happens. Look at this freeze frame. The Lakers are unconcerned with Herb. The Jonas pick and roll has been completely nullified with LeBron back there and AD doing a good job in drop defense. They sniffed out an uncreative action for a low-value shot in the mid-range for Brandon Ingram, and the shooters would use the stationary spaces rather than pieces to manipulate the help. LA never left their shelf defense, and no one really had to move when they were defending their person. Really, only two people had to change their position in somewhat of a drastic way. By the time there's 10 seconds left on the shot clock, there's no path to an easy bucket. There's a lack of optionality in the Pelicans' plays, and you compare that to the Lakers, who created basically three options outside of a pick and roll meant for their two best players. The Pelicans really need to use their non-shooters more creatively, just like Vanderbilt was used off-ball to open up the shooter and Beasley and manipulate the help defense. I think these are small things that the Pelicans can do over time to fix their offense without really having to overhaul their personnel. The whole year I've been arguing that they don't use their bigs correctly and they don't really leverage their non-shooters to open up their shooters. And these are the type of plays that they can be incorporating to make their offense a little less clunky.